Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Saturday was full of love as people from all over the region came to support the annual Gray Matters 5K. And downtown Hazard celebrated the arts with a brand new festival.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6 a.m. on Monday, May 13th. Now let's go ahead and send it over to meteorologist Mace Michaels for a look at your forecast this morning.
Warmer temperatures for us coming up once again today, Olivia, although not feeling it as much this morning. In Corbin, only a few wispy clouds here as you look off in the distance over I-75. 51 degrees right now, and here in Hazard with the sun creeping up, and again, only some of those long distant high-level clouds. 45 degrees for our latest temperature. As you look across the rest of the area, temperatures again running a little cooler this morning. Few areas in the low and mid 50s like Somerset and Monticello, but there are 40s on the map like Jacksboro and Middlesboro, Wise and even Clintwood and Grundy, as cold as the low 40s with a 45 reading right now, again in Hazard. Our sky is mostly clear, but you notice back to our west I-75, the clouds start to become a little thicker. They're back towards I-65, and then rain picks up as you look into Middle Tennessee, down in Alabama, Mississippi, and more storms in the Central Plains. So rain chances return to the area later today, just not this morning. Our temps this morning warm up through the 50s and 60s. We'll jump to the upper 70s for later on this afternoon. The scattered shower and storm chance arrives late tonight and carries on over into tomorrow. More on that coming up on that arrival of the rain again.
Mace, thank you. Many people continue to ask about Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson. From how is he to where is he? But Saturday he was in his element, spreading positivity while also spreading awareness and raising money for brain cancer research through his annual 5K. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from the event.
My favorite thing about today is just the people, showing up, showing out.
The 7th annual Gray Matters Run brought support to the streets of downtown Whitesburg Saturday.
This event is special to us because it gives awareness to brain cancer survivors like myself.
Hosted by 3-time brain cancer survivor Brandon Robinson, the event promotes brain cancer and tumor awareness while raising money to fund research efforts.
Until I came out with my diagnosis, brain cancer wasn't talked about. But I've been very public about my diagnosis, and people have came out of the woodwork.
With nearly 200 people on site or virtually stepping up to run for a cure.
That makes me feel good to know that it's not just me, but it's the Gray Matters family.
Robinson says it means the world to him to see so much support, not only for his journey, but for his mission to spotlight the stories of others.
I'm blessed to be here with Brandon, my friend.
Amen.
And we're still fighting.
Taking on the fight together.
And when you watch someone go through something like that, your fight and your effort to wipe this thing off the face of the earth just gets stronger.
In a place where giving matters and gathering matters, because Gray matters.
And I'm glad to be here.
In Letcher County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
And of course, Brandon was in good spirits, saying the event saw a near record-breaking number of registrations. When we think of Mother's Day, baseball may not be the first thing that comes to mind, but yesterday, Lexington Legends Baseball found a way to connect the two. This weekend marked Lexington Legends Heroes Weekend, with Sunday's game highlighting some of the most important heroes in our lives, our moms. Numerous moms were in attendance, including mothers of the Legends players. Gina Burns says her son is an alternate pitcher, and she says this year's Mother's Day felt extra special getting to support her son.
Mothers always want their kids to, live their dreams, and baseball is a dream for so many. So it's like it makes a mother feel so good to watch her son play and, you know, to see how far they've come and they've made it.
And some science teachers are getting the chance to refresh their skills with training. On Saturday, teachers gathered in Floyd County for the NEED project, learning through solar ovens, UV beads, and energy houses. Teachers got to learn several new ways to educate students. Sydney Stewart teaches middle school science at Letcher Elementary and middle schools. She says it is important to stay up to date with training as students continue to evolve.
So science is an ever-changing thing. There's new discoveries every day, new things implemented, and students are also changing compared to how they were, say, 20 years ago when I was a student and we just read out of books and we didn't put this stuff into motion. So I think these trainings are giving me the opportunity to really apply them in my classroom so I thoroughly understand what is happening. That way I can make sure that they understand to the fullest.
Stewart says it was also good to collaborate with other teachers during the trainings. Hundreds of people made their way to downtown Hazard for the first ever Queen City Artisans Festival, celebrating crafters and vendors across the region. Folks were able to purchase one-of-a-kind items. Event organizer Shannon Gabbard says crafters need venues like this.
And if you're an artist trying to make a living using your art, right, to help pay the bills, you have to have a venue to get that work in front of people. So we wanted to bring a festival like this to our region. There's lots of other festivals that crafts or arts are a small part of, but we wanted to bring a festival that was dedicated to those artisans.
Gabbard says it is important to support small businesses as a small business owner herself.
Good morning. Comfortable temperatures in the area this morning. Maybe a little cooler than what we saw on and off throughout over the last week, but we don't have the raindrops to talk about this morning. 52 degrees this morning as we start off the day here in Whitesburg. The sky is clear to partly cloudy. Same thing in Hazard, although it's a little cooler, 45 degrees, but you look off in the distance, out over the horizon, there's only a few clouds here and there in the area. Just some wispy, thin high clouds. Let's get you the rest of the wake-up temperatures. Also in the mid-40s, it looks like there towards Manchester. Clintwood, you're a little cooler at 42, along with Grundy. We have some 50s, though, this morning towards Somerset and also Monticello, Williamsburg, and London, all included in that. Again, this morning, mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Back to our west, though, and also to our south, it's a thicker deck of clouds through a good chunk of Tennessee and into western Kentucky. Areas of rain into Mississippi and Alabama, several storms in the Central Plains. So yes, you know, rain is going to return to our forecast as that moisture evolves our way, but nothing for us today. Temps warm through the 50s and 60s this morning, on up close to 80 for later this afternoon.